Hey guys, welcome back to another process video. For today's layout, I'm using a Confetti collection by Maggie Holmes again. And for this collection, I bought the 12 by 12 paper pad, which comes with 48 papers. And the other day, I was going through it and I realized that I had so many papers left, like 30 papers or something. So I just decided to, pull a few out and just use more strips of papers in my layouts. So that's what I'm doing for this layout. And as you just saw, I used my ruler so I could kind of tear off the edges. And since I'm not sure if I would accidentally rip off too much, I used my ruler to make sure that I would not do that. So that's what I was doing in the beginning. And this background paper is super busy. When I first saw it, I was like, oh gosh, this is going to be a tricky one to use. I think it would be a good one to use, like if you use a white background and then just mount it um, on this paper. But I decided to just use it as a full background, and it it was a bit of a struggle. I'm not going to lie about it because this layout, I have no words really. That sounds really negative, but what I'm trying to say is that I had an idea in mind for this layout, and it did not end up like that at all. I'm sure we've all been there, so I'm just gonna do the voiceover and then I'll just tell you what happens as we go along. So, just selected a few papers to mount my photo on, and again, I thought it would be nice to rip up the edges of that as well, so there is my trusty old ruler to help me guide and make sure that I don't ruin my whole paper because that is something that I would totally do. Trust me, that is something I would do. So I decided to go with this kind of brown pattern design that I actually do not have as a full sheet because it did not come with the 12 by 12 paper pad. And I am so sad about that because the 12 by 12 paper pad does not come with all the designs in this collection. Um, there's a few, and those happen to be my favorite designs that are not included in the 12 by 12 paper pad. But yeah, there's a few that aren't there, unfortunately. So yeah, now I'm just going through my embellishments and see if there's, you know, any that will work. Well, obviously, some of them will work because otherwise I would have no layout right now. But I'm just trying to see which ones I want to use and which ones I don't want to use. And just to, go back to the 12 by 12 paper pad real quick, I would have more than enough papers to do a bunch more layouts with this collection, but I'm kind of running low on embellishments for it. So I'm not sure how many layouts I will be able to get done. Probably maybe like five more or something. Maybe 5 or 6 layouts more with this collection, and then I'm gonna call it quits. But I'm gonna tell you right now that I will not be able to use up all the papers because there's just way too many. And here I just kind of decided, okay, these are some of the embellishments that I want to use. And as you just saw, I flipped back my paper again. So the yellow floral design is at the bottom. And I really like how the ripped off edges look. I really do like the way that that makes the layout look. So I'm definitely going to do that more often in future layouts. And that yellow floral pattern, I really struggled with it because I do like the florals on it and I do like yellow, but this is kind of like a mustard yellow tone. And I don't know, I just struggle with it. It wasn't my best friend. And now I'm just kind of, sticking down some of the things I have selected. And the photo is just a super cute photo of my cat Mickey, and he was just sleeping on my bed one day, and I just thought he looked adorable, so I had to just take a quick photo of him, and I had to scrap it. And when I was getting the photos printed, I wasn't sure if I wanted to get them in black and white, or at least this particular photo, or if I wanted to get it in color. And I just decided to do it in black and white. And I do really like the contrast of the black and white photo on this colorful background paper. So the floral piece I just put down is, well, the big floral part is actually acetate, but what I did on a day where I was bored is I just mounted my acetate pieces, or at least some of them, on just some, paper I had lying around I knew I wasn't going to use, so I just used like the white background of that, like the other side. And, because of that, it's not acetate anymore. It's just like almost like a cardstock piece, and I do really prefer that look. So I just pulled out some chipboard pieces, and it bugged me that on that 1 2 free, the free was smaller, and for some reason I didn't notice that when I was putting them on my layout. And you see me trying to get it off later, but it was stuck down pretty good. So I did not want to take the chance and ruin my paper, so I just decided to just leave it on there. And yeah, so that pink um, strip to the right says birthday girl, and birthday girl does not apply to my cat because he's a male. But what you can do with that is you can just, if you have these tiny words and phrase stickers, you can just put that over it, and then you can have it say whatever you want. At least that's what I did with some of these tiny strips that were from a cut apart sheet, I think. And okay, so now I'm just gonna put some of those tiny words and phrase stickers just on my layout. I'm not really sure what they're all saying, but they work with any layout, and I left them, and I wish I would have gotten an extra pack of those. I should see if I could get my hands on those at some point. I'm not sure if they still have them. I don't think they have them in stock anymore where I usually order my scrap stuff. And now I just add a few puffy stickers. And the hardware ephemera pack in this collection came with some resin flowers, excuse me, and I'm having a really hard time making them work, probably because they're quite dimensional. And if you remember the Maggie Holmes Flea Market collection, it had some resin flowers as well, but these are like more, I guess, more thick or something. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time using them up. So now I'm just trying to spell part of my title. And first I wanted to go with Sweet Little You. And then for the U, I wanted to use one of those, um, excuse me, one of those word figures that came with the collection, but I didn't have enough E's. So I just decided to go with adorable. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had to scrape my throat for a second, and I did not want to do that while recording my voiceover. So I'm just getting some of those word figures on my layout, and the yellow one says "Oh Happy Day." And now I'm just gonna look through the sticker sheet and see if there's some that I want to put on the layout. And there was this kind of like a ticket sticker that I just cut in half and just kind of put one on the top and one at the bottom. And let's see. Okay, so at this point, I'm not happy with how the layout looks. I'm like, this is not what I want. I'm not happy with this at all. And I think that my problem is that I don't think the pink looks that good with the rest of my color scheme. So you will see me change that in a second. But first, I'm gonna add my spiders real quick and my date stamp, which I had already set on the correct date before I started recording, so I knew for sure that that date was correct and that I could just instantly stamp it. So I decided to just, you know, get off that pink floral and just put this floral piece instead because it's a little bit more neutral. And yeah, I think it looks much better. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This layout was a bit of a struggle, but I'll be back with more videos soon. Have a great day.